The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
BSP, our bank, our people.
Hello and welcome to TV1 News. I'm Carol Kidu Jr. In this edition, Mine Legacy Impact Assessment Report released, Digicel kicks off Selmoni Million Kina Mane promo, and Women's Conference Soccer League launched. The Panguna Mine Legacy Impact Assessment Report has been officially completed and released, with the copy presented to the autonomous Bougainville government yesterday. The report identifies a range of actual and potential environmental impacts, and now it is or may affect the human rights of the residents living in the identified impact areas. Rio Tinto has welcomed the findings of the report and gave its undertaking to work closely with stakeholders to ensure legacy issues identified are addressed.
The Panguna Mine Legacy Impact Assessment, or PMLIA, started in 2022 following a complaint made through the Australian government against Rio Tinto Limited about the impact of the Panguna mine on the local environment and people. The complaint was filed by the Human Rights Law Centre on behalf of 156 residents of villages in Bougainville in 2020, which subsequently increased to 170. Rio Tinto Limited engaged with the complainants and with Bougainville Copper Limited agreed to support an independent impact assessment of the impacts caused by the Panguna mine since it stopped operating in 1989. The PMLIA involved comprehensive field studies, extensive soil, water and food sampling, hydrology and geomorphology analysis, and in-depth household surveys and interviews with community members. The assessment report was finally completed and a copy submitted to the President of the Autonomous Region of Bougainville yesterday. Unstable buildings and landforms, mine-related floodings and sediment movement, contamination of soil and water around some areas that were used for processing or chemical storage, and also from waste rock and tailings are some of the impacts identified. Recommendations were also made on what needs to be addressed to mitigate impacts identified by the assessment. Rio Tinto, in a statement today, welcomed the findings of the report and described it as a critical step forward in building understanding of the long-term legacy impacts of the former mine in Bougainville. They confirmed that there are ongoing efforts already underway to address issues with aging infrastructure and other priorities identified by the PMLIA, and they are also in discussions with the ABG regarding geotechnical assets identified by the team to ensure that local communities and small-scale miners are made aware of the risks. Rio also stated its support for further investigation to enhance understanding of the report's findings and options to address identified impacts. Ruth Rungula, TV1 News.
Education Minister Lucas Dekena has clarified that grade 8 and 10 national examinations will remain. However, there will be no dropouts. The minister made this clarification following nationwide outcry that the Department of Education plans to phase out grade 8 and 10 national examinations.
It was reported in October this year that this is the last year of grade 8 examinations. Education Minister Lucas Dekena has reportedly said from 2025 onwards, grade 8s will progress to high school without sitting for their national exams, a nationwide test that determines the competence of students. After the launch of the 2024 online national exam results for grades 10, 12 and Science, Technology, Engineering and Mathematics, the Minister and Education Secretary were asked about the decision.
Examinations can go on, but they won't be the basis for students in the schools for full study years, graduate them at the end of grade 4.
With Minister Dekena highlighting the misconception that exams are going to be done away with. Minister Dekena was asked about how the government plans to address overcrowding in schools, a common scenario in almost every classroom nationwide where a teacher can teach more than 40 students in a cramped classroom with limited teaching and learning resources.
The government is also looking at the teachers' houses, classrooms. We also addressing that. We are also addressing that by way of securing up some money to NC submissions. So how we go about it is collaborative effort between the national government, the provincial government, and the districts. So the district has 2 million every year. So we can work with the districts and also the provincial government has 2 million as part of the they call it the PSIP support. But that 2 million is supposed to go to the district, and then the district also have 2 million every year on education. So that's a lot of money. If we put our heads together, we can build all the facilities, institutions, facilities in the education facilities in 1 or 2 years.
The minister said he is communicating with his colleague MPs the government's ambitious goal of building 13 classrooms every year in each electorate. Maricela Kelleton, TV1 News.
A new primary school in the Nima Nima local level government of Namatanai district, New Island province, has been applauded for performing well. The Zuen Primary School in the North Lihir circuit graduated its 16 pioneer grade 8 students on Thursday, November 28th. Head teacher Brendan Moe said out of the 14 schools on Lihir Island, Zuen has ranked 6th despite starting in 2020. An outstanding feat that needs to be maintained. Moe thanked the hardworking teachers and parents for always supporting and giving their best to the school. PNG Career Development Inc. held its first ever career networking and recognition event at the School of Business and Policy Management of the University of Papua New Guinea on Thursday, 5th of December 2024. The event was organized by volunteer students from the university, led by founder and manager John Kaupa Kamasua, who is currently the head of Social Works Department in the School of Humanities and Social Sciences.
The Career Networking and Recognition event was hosted to promote the programs that PNG Career Development Inc. is hosting and to highlight that these programs are being facilitated by students and graduate volunteers. Volunteers who are professionals in their fields of discipline shared their experiences of finding success through innovative and creative means rather than the conventional means. PNG Career Development Inc. encourages organizations to partner with PNG CDI so that more graduate and student volunteers can be engaged. Dr. Samuel Maima is a medical practitioner for 38 years with science and medical background. He is a volunteer with the PNG CDI.
Energy means we broadcast energy, we align ourselves to different energy frequencies at different energy degrees. That's something that even myself, I don't know about it. Even when I was doing medicine, but when I've been doing a lot of readings and researching going on, now I'm going into quantum energy medicine. So.
Another professional volunteer is Dr. Clement Waine, who is a CEO of several businesses, including Mineral Exploration Company and former Secretary of Public Enterprise. From 2013 to 2018, was a senior research manager for DuPont USA, in 2001 to 2012.
Rich was talking about start small, start right from the basic and then climb your way up to the top. Because he went from most criminal bars and then went up to the MD of the National Airport Corporation and was there. So he wanted to be called the former MD because he hasn't given up the next one, the next time around. So I like that the way he said it, okay? And then he wrote it from Mr. John Carter about read your books.
Founder and director John Kaupa Kamasua thanked the professional and student volunteers for being part of this worthwhile cause. Frida Kana, TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. We'll have more stories after the break. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase easy paid units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Fine PNG made.
He says the best Hunters players come from his region. So does she. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Lager, Bunyamyumi.
Right across the nation, we eat snack crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young plan lapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one-time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Welcome back. PNG has launched its festive Million Kina Mane promotion, offering customers a chance to win their share of over 1 million kina in cash and prizes through its mobile financial service, Selmoni. The promotion runs from December 2nd, 2024 to February 28, 2025. It rewards customers for using Selmoni services. Prizes include daily data and cash giveaways, weekly smartphone prizes, 500 kina shopping vouchers, monthly cash prizes of 1,000 kina, and 3 grand prizes of 30,000 kina. New Selmoni users will also receive a free one-talk bundle upon registration. Digicel PNG is spreading festive cheer with its exciting Million Kina Mane promotion, giving customers a chance to win their share of over 1 million kina in cash and prizes through its mobile financial service Selmoni. Today, the Digicel Selmoni Million Kina Roadshow lit up the streets of Port Moresby, captivating the community with a vibrant convoy escorted by police, lively performances from the Ture Ture Amura Kiwai dancers, and a booming sound system. The team engaged with the public, spreading the word about how to participate in this life-changing promotion. The roadshow made stops across the city with a major engagement at Stop and Shop Central Waigani, featuring free prizes and live activations. Customers were encouraged to join in the fun and be part of the hashtag Salmoni Million Kina Mania to win big. Running from December 2nd, 2024 to February 28, 2025, the promotion offers daily data and cash prizes, weekly giveaways of smartphones and 500 kina shopping vouchers, monthly cash prizes of 1,000 kina, and grand cash prizes of 30,000 kina. Every new Salmoni customer also receives a free one-talk bundle upon registration. To qualify, customers must perform any Salmoni transaction valued at 5 kina or more, such as topping up Digicel credit, sending money, withdrawing cash, or paying for utilities like Digicel TV, EasyPay, or Water PNG. Digicel PNG CEO Tariq Bodiev said, "The Million Kina Mania promotion is our way of celebrating the festive season with Papua New Guineans, while also showcasing how Salmoni offers a safe and convenient financial service for everyday needs. We want to thank our loyal and new customers by giving them more ways to win big this season." For customers in other provincial towns, the Digicel Salmoni Million Kina Mania Roadshow will hit the streets next Friday, December 13th, 2024, bringing excitement and prizes to communities across Papua New Guinea. The Voice Inc. has launched its first ever Clean Generation Film Festival at the Paradise Cinemas, celebrating youth leadership and community-driven development across Papua New Guinea.
It's the homes that you came out of that will ignite something in you.
The Clean Generation Film Festival features 10 short films highlighting impactful initiatives led by TVI's Clean Generation movement. These films showcase stories of resilience and innovation within communities, focusing on leadership, civic engagement, and sustainable development. Executive Director Maliwaisa Sinjian expressed pride in the festival's debut. She said, "This festival celebrates the incredible change in stories from our community of leaders, brought to life through Clean Gen Spotlight short films. These films are a testament to the power of community-driven efforts in building a sustainable future." A key component of TVI's work is the Clean Gen Innovation Grants Program. It has supported 43 projects across 15 provinces since 2018, with over 322,000 kina in funding. The program empowers individuals and groups to tackle critical issues such as climate change, environmental justice, and economic development through grants ranging from 500 to 10,000 kina.
For us at TVI, it's always so important to be able to profile the young people that we're working with, profile the work that they're doing in the hopes that it inspires other young people to take up the mantle to do the same thing. One of the beautiful things about the stories that you would have seen this evening at our Clean Gen Film Festival were a lot of the grantees were actually inspired by a grantee before them, or they knew a grantee before them that did something that then told them, "You can do this too," and they went up and did it themselves.
More than 200 youth and partner representatives attended the festival, which also highlighted TVI's long-standing partnership with Bread for the World. Over 13 years, BFTW support has been instrumental in driving TVI's vision and success. Sasinjian concluded by emphasizing the importance of collaboration and supporting driving positive change, expressing hope that the stories showcased would inspire continued efforts to foster resilience and innovation. The Clean Gen Film Festival underscores TVI's commitment to empowering communities and nurturing the next generation of leaders in Papua New Guinea.
Quick break.
The International Organization for Migration, in partnership with the Social Change and Mental Health Directorate, successfully concluded a 2-week-long community sensitization workshop on community-based mental health, psychological first aid, child development through positive parenting, and gender-based violence in Mendy's Southern Highlands Province. Over 50 participants attended the sessions that were designed to be community-focused, aimed at empowering communities with vital skills and knowledge to address pressing challenges, fostering resilience and well-being at the grassroots level. The Pepsi Thirsty for Merch National Consumer Promotion hosted its fourth draw event at Waterfront Food World in Port Moresby today, bringing excitement to local consumers. Pacific Industries Limited continues to reward Pepsi enthusiasts with exclusive merchandise and fun-filled activities as the promotion builds towards its final draw. The Pepsi Thirsty for Merch nationwide campaign has already seen a remarkable response, with over 304 winners across Papua New Guinea, including 128 winners in Port Moresby. Today's draw featured another 32 lucky winners, each receiving Pepsi merchandise packs valued at 2,500 kina. The packs include premium items such as Bluetooth speakers, headphones, sunglasses, t-shirts, varsity jackets and more, part of the 1 million kina prize pool. Attendees at the Waterfront Food World event were treated to an exciting lineup of activities, including the popular Pepsi Spin the Wheel game and the Pass the Ball Challenge. By purchasing 2 or more Pepsi products, such as Pepsi Max, Mountain Dew, 7-Up or Mirinda, participants could win instant prizes and enter the grand prize draws. Former TV host Russell Ashwin, also known as Froggy Boy, kept the energy high as the event's MC. Nathaniel Lapani, National Marketing Manager of Pacific Industries, expressed his satisfaction with the event, highlighting the enthusiastic consumer turnout.
We're gearing up for the last draw, which will happen in 2 weeks from today. So it's all culminating, it's all building up, and we're super excited. We can confidently say we've hit the 6-figure mark in terms of total entries. So we're happy with that. It does show that people are reacting to the promotion. They want to take part. What's really resonated as well is the involvement of influencers, as you know, from the campaign. So every time we do one of the draws, we're trying to involve some of the influencers so that, you know, the public are familiar with them. They want to take part. So yeah, we're super happy with how things have been going.
The fifth and final draw will take place at Rangeview Grocer Waigani on Friday, December 20th, providing one last chance for participants to win before the promotion ends. Consumers can enter by purchasing 2 or more Pepsi products, writing their full name and contact details on the back of their receipt and dropping it into entry boxes at participating stores. Pacific Industries also teased exciting developments for 2025, including the launch of a new product range. Lepani extended festive wishes, saying that on behalf of Pacific Industries and Pepsi, they wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a safe New Year, while expressing excitement for what 2025 holds. Updates on the promotion can be followed on Pepsi PNG's Facebook and Instagram pages. Winner Andrew Ranaweri, a resident here in POM, purchased 2 cans of Pepsi from Jmad Erima and won himself a Thirsty for Merch pack valued at 2,500 kina.
Didn't expect anything. And today I get a call in the hot sun while helping my boys out at work, sweating somewhere. And a nice can of Pepsi and 2,000 kina plus worth of merchandise is a real plus. For me, I grew up with Pepsi in the 80s, and then it went off market, and to come back again, feels really good to get something from Pepsi.
And now we take a look at the finance news. The kina closed unchanged at $0.2513 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2438 US, $0.3752 Australian dollars, $0.2229 euro, and 36.26 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, coffee, cocoa, copra, and palm oil closed higher, gold, crude oil, and copper closed lower. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed lower, and all ordinaries closed lower as well. This is TV1 News. We'll have news overseas when we return. Stay with us.
Experience a convenient and smarter way to do your banking with BSB Mobile Banking. You don't have to leave the office or your home to pay for bills. You can view your account balance, transfer funds, top up phone credits, or purchase Easy Pay units wherever you are. Visit your BSB branch today to register now for BSB Mobile Banking. BSB Mobile Banking, the smarter way to bank. BSB, our bank, our people.
A warm warm Christmas and New Year's greetings to our valued guests. Thank you for choosing Cedar Bay Hotel during your time in Maros Province. We wish you a joyful Christmas and a new year filled with happiness, health, and special moments with your loved ones. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. With gratitude, the management team of Cedar Bay Hotel in partnership with Tuscan Group Limited.
Hiya, Mama.
You wait then, let me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up and big smile on face. Time for kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, da mumu, yes, magic on you.
Magic, the taste PNG loves.
All right, man. Show me some good slippers around here.
Boss man.
Good, you want. Strong like you, smart like me.
Yeah, I hope they don't break.
Now surely look his son. This is Relaxo. Strong plus thread. Should I try them on you?
No, please. I'll take them.
Relaxo. Very strong, lasts long.
Enjoy life when we work together, making happy memories that last forever. Hot in talk, young or old, a scale race, family meal with home. We'll bring out the smiles, cause it's our favorite for minds. Tennessee cola, scale rise, long scale price. Tennessee cola, scale rise, long scale price. Amber, you like it?
Thanks for staying with us. The U.S. Department of Defense is seeking to secure the Federated States of Micronesia's borders, lining up several projects throughout the Pacific nation designed to boost regional security. FSM officials received project updates from defense officials during the 2024 Joint Committee meeting held in November in Chuuk. COFA grants the U.S. exclusive defense rights in the FSM, thwarting potential intrusions by other foreign countries, such as China. The agreement allows the U.S. to build defense sites in the FSM. Under the compact, the U.S. has free access to and unrestricted control of the defense sites, as well as their surrounding areas, including seabeds, water areas and airspace deemed necessary for their use, security and defense. Members of the Jewish community have condemned an arson attack on a Melbourne synagogue. Daniel Agion from the Executive Council of Australian Jewry says he's not surprised by the incident.
A tragic day for the Australian Jewish community and Melbourne Jewish community and the Adus community as well. We have been warning about the risk of this for the last year since 7 October. We've seen more than 2,000 incidents against the Jewish community, and now we see a hate-filled attack against a synagogue, a firebombing of a synagogue. Prior to 7 October, we never thought this would come to Australia, and now it has. There is absolutely no way that we can, that any rational person can justify what has happened here today. I'm not surprised. None of the Jewish community is surprised. We've known this has been coming. There is something sick in our society that this has occurred. I'm pleased to say that I've been getting phone calls this morning from the Hindu community, from other people, from good people that are prepared to stand up, and that's my message for this morning to Australia, to the good people of Australia. Don't leave the Jewish community behind. Don't isolate us. Don't leave us exposed to the risk of attacks upon our religious institutions, our communal institutions. Stand with us. Stand against this hate and stand against this kind of horrendous attack which should not occur on Australian soil.
Israeli Ambassador Amir Maimon urges Australia to evaluate its values. He says that amping up of security measures is like offering a painkiller to a seriously ill person.
What are the values that we believe in? What are the values that we should follow? Because it has a lot to do with you, not with me. I'm representing the State of Israel, and the event took place here in Melbourne, as it happened just 2 days ago in Sydney, in front of the Great Synagogue, and before that in Caulfield. So we are talking about the values that you expect Australians to follow, not my own values. And for me, it's clear that everyone should have the right to worship his own religion, own beliefs, as long as they also respect others. Well, at the moment, the enhancement of security measures, are important. But for me, in my view, it's not the answer. It's like, and I mentioned it before, it's like offering a painkiller to a seriously ill person. I need that it's very important to make sure that Australians, no matter which faith they are following and which faith they are from, will be able to worship, to study, to play, and feel secure and safe.
The Albanese government hopes to end the year with a major foreign policy victory by signing a landmark pact with Nauru aimed at preventing China from gaining a security foothold in the Pacific. The deal with Nauru, home to Australia's offshore detention centre, comes after months of secretive talks with the tiny Pacific nation, which has been known to drive a hard bargain in negotiations with Australia. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese is working to finalise the deal with Nauru and another Pacific nation before Christmas, as he prepares to next week make the long-awaited announcement that a team from Papua New Guinea will join the National Rugby League. The dual announcements highlight the importance the government has placed on strengthening ties with the Pacific since the Solomon Islands alarmed policymakers in Canberra in 2022 by striking a wide-ranging security pact with Beijing. Paramedics are threatening to withdraw from high-risk areas of Darwin and Alice Springs, fed up with repeated attacks on ambulance crews. St. John Ambulance says its paramedics were forced to withdraw from 6 separate call-outs overnight, one allegedly involving a knife.
And to help others.
When you actually have to run for your life, that takes it up to another level.
St John has now recorded 117 incidents of violence or threats against paramedics since January, including a spate overnight. In the Palmerston suburb of Grey, a paramedic was threatened with a knife while treating a patient. Rocks were thrown at an ambulance in nearby Woodruff. In Coconut Grove, paramedics were treating a patient when a group threatened to throw a shopping trolley at their ambulance. In the Darwin CBD, paramedics had to leave an aggressive patient. And paramedics withdrew from 2 call-outs in Alice Springs, delaying treatment for a heart attack patient. Earlier this week, a police officer was also knocked unconscious on the Tiwi Islands. The Chief Minister said it was disappointing and unacceptable that some individuals respond with violence and aggression against the very people there to help them. St John says they only ask police to attend call-outs where absolutely necessary, but sometimes even innocuous jobs turn violent.
When it changes all of a sudden on you, that's something that's quite unexpected. When you've got somebody with a weapon that is threatening to kill you.
St John held talks today considering whether to bar paramedics from attending repeatedly risky addresses.
What we're trying to do is actually stop our paramedics actually attending some of these cases that are really dangerous.
That could mean slower response times and more pressure on police.
If they need to contact police to attend that scene with them, then that's what's going to happen. If it gets to a situation where St John's can't attend a serious emergency, then it puts lives at risk.
The government is hopeful new mandatory minimum sentences for physically assaulting frontline workers will drive down the violence.
That adds a level of deterrent, but we continue to see these incidents occurring.
A decision on new safety measures for NT paramedics is expected tomorrow.
Vanuatu's Special Envoy for Climate Change, Ralph Regenvanu, has slammed Australia, the United States and other major polluters for their stance during the International Court of Justice climate hearings in The Hague. Regenvanu accused the nations of hiding behind failed treaties instead of taking meaningful action to curb emissions. Vanuatu's case argues that climate destruction breaches international law, including human rights and environmental obligations. He emphasized that these treaties are essential but cannot be a veil for inaction or a substitute for legal accountability. Regenvanu expressed particular disappointment with the Australian and the US, noting their significant greenhouse gas emissions and failure to acknowledge the gravity of the crisis. The National Gallery of Australia in Canberra has unveiled its summer blockbuster exhibition. It's a double feature which encourages visitors to explore the lives, work and Australian and international legacies of two women artists, Ethel Carrick and Anne Danga.
Artist finally granted the gallery space many have long argued she deserves.
I think, like a lot of women, it wasn't that she wasn't known at the time, it's just the way that history's panned out that her story deserves to be better known.
The first half of the National Gallery's new exhibition spans Ethel Carrick's remarkable 50-year career. 140 works demonstrate why she's considered one of Australia's most established post-impressionist artists, while creating an opportunity to examine Carrick in her own right, apart from her husband, Australian artist Emmanuel Phillips Fox.
Carrick was quite independent-minded. Although she signed a lot of her works Carrick Fox, she chose to exhibit under her maiden name, Carrick.
Anne Danga is also celebrated by art historians, curators and some collectors, while remaining at the periphery of Australian art history. The NGA exhibition is the first retrospective of Danga ever in the country of her birth and comes more than 70 years after her death.
She really is one of Australia's most important but under-acknowledged modern artists.
Ethel Carrick Anne Danga is a Know My Name project, a National Gallery of Australia initiative seeking to celebrate women artists and promote greater awareness of their legacy nationally and internationally. This is a free exhibition and open until April next.
Binding global targets to cut plastic production must be at the center of any continuing negotiations to secure the world's first treaty to tackle plastic waste, a group of 85 countries has said. Talks in Busan, South Korea, attempting to secure agreement between more than 200 countries on the details of a plastic pollution treaty, ended in failure over the weekend. The week-long talks, known as the Inc. 5, which were supposed to be the last before the first treaty to cut plastic pollution was signed, ended in a deadlock over the inclusion of cuts to plastic production between so-called ambition countries and fossil fuel states. More than 100 countries supported a draft text that included legally binding global reductions in plastic production and phasing out certain chemicals and single-use plastic products. And that ends the news segment. Sports is next. Stay tuned.
Bro, it's awesome, man. Pepsi promotion.
I'm so excited.
Let's go, let's go. And Pepsi from Max.
Pepsi from Max.
And how do you win this? Buy 2 Pepsi, that's all. 2 cans, bro.
2 plus, that's all.
You get yourself a chance to win
this box of Max.
crazy cool. My God!
Pair of headphones. It's a towel.
How about that? Hula ball.
In its first 10 years, the PNG LNG project has had a long-lasting impact, contributing more than 28 billion kina to the state of Papua New Guinea. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levy and royalties are paid to DPE. For more information on direct and indirect benefits, visit PNG EITI's website.
We're ready to go.
Sad day, we're on our last leg of our harvest.
As one chapter comes to a close.
It was a good experience and I would do it again.
We have a lot of opportunities here, but my heart is still in Tonga.
Another begins.
We didn't know what to expect, honestly, going in. I was too excited.
I was confident like they can win this tournament.
And making waves with a new business.
I hope that I will start the School of Solomon Island Shaping.
The season.
Welcome back. The 2024 PNG Air National Athletics Track and Field Championship began on December 5th at the Sir John Guy Stadium, ending December 7th. Over 300 athletes from across Papua New Guinea are gathered in the nation's capital, representing clubs from provinces such as Kimbe, Lae, Gulf, Oro, NGI and Sepik, all vying for national titles. The opening day saw intense competition with the qualifying rounds for the open men's sprints, including the 100-meter, 200-meter, 400-meter and 500-meter races, alongside the women's javelin and under-18 boys long jump events. Other divisions commenced today with more action on the track and field. PNG Athletics President Tony Green expressed optimism about the championship despite funding challenges in the lead-up to the event. He acknowledged the vital support of PNG Air, Team PNG and the PNG Sports Foundation in making the event possible. The 2024 to 2025 Women's Conference Soccer League has kicked off in Port Moresby. 22 clubs are participating. The competition was launched on Thursday, 5th December.
22 teams will be competing for the Women's Conference Soccer League 2024 to 2025 season title. The competition was launched on Thursday, 5th December in Port Moresby by PNG Football Association President John Capinato. The competition consists of teams from throughout the four regions, Southern, Northern, Highlands and NGI Eastern Conference. The participating teams are Hekari United, Home Souths FC, Allies FC, PRK Munkas FC, Tarangau FC, Venice FC, Para FC, FC Morobe Wawens, Sambio United FC, Morobe Tulips FC, Wabeg Momes, Bendi SHP, Hagen Kuri FC, Hagen FC, Simbu Ambai FC, Kiara FC, Hamatana FC, Puka Atolls FC, Wantok FC, Central Bougainville and North Bougainville FC. Mr. Capinato thanked each team and its sponsor for putting the support behind the women for this season's competition. Round 1 of matches ends 21st December for the festive season. Round 2 will commence January 11, 2025. The semi-finals is on 1st February and the grand final is penned for 8th February 2025. PNGFA will use this competition to select its training team for the upcoming Women's Nations Cup in Suva, Fiji, from July 4th to the 19th next year, where PNG will be defending its title. Salome Vincent, TV1 Sports.
And finally, Kumul's coach Jason Demetriou says a potential PNG team in the NRL would help to strengthen the sport in the country, including the national team. After 2 years of planning, the NRL's PNG team is expected to be rubber-stamped at a meeting in Sydney next week in what Demetriou called a huge milestone for rugby league in the Pacific nation.
To get the footy first here. PNG Kumul's coach Jason Demetriou says PNG is the biggest untapped talent pool for the league, and it has the ability to match the growth of New Zealand after the Warriors entered the NRL in 1995. Demetriou says a potential PNG team in the NRL would help to strengthen the sport in the country, including the national team. The immediate focus is on growing PNG Rugby League through the national team and not putting his hand up to lead the country's forthcoming NRL side. After 2 years of planning, the NRL's PNG team is expected to be rubber-stamped at a meeting in Sydney next week in what Demetriou called a huge milestone for rugby league in the Pacific nation. The former South Sydney coach expects sold-out crowds, a stronger pathway system, and a more competitive national team to follow on from the announcement. As Demetriou sees it, the NRL has begun the process to tap a goldmine of talent, with players in PNG's national 12-team competition now shown a clear pathway to play professionally. Previously, only a handful of players from the semi-professional local competition had made it to the NRL or Super League, including Justin Olam, Roderick Tai and Sylvester Namo. Demetriou felt the creation and development of an NRL caliber junior system with players in PNG's national 12-team competition now shown a clear pathway to play professionally. Previously, only a handful of players from...
And that's all we have for sports. Now for the weather forecast for the main centres for the next 24 hours. Southern region, Port Moresby, Kerma, Alatau and Popondetta, some showers and thunderstorms. Nauru, showers and thunderstorms. Omase, Lae and Madang, few showers and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy periods with some showers and thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, showers and thunderstorms. Kimbe, few showers with possible thunderstorms. Highlands, Mount Hagen, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, some showers and thunderstorms. Ocean forecast for PNG areas for the next 24 hours. Coral Sea, seas moderate to rather rough with east to southeast winds of 15 to 25 knots. Solomon Sea, seas slight with northeast to southeast winds of 10 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas slight to moderate with east to southeast winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas slight to moderate with northeast to easterly winds of 10 to 20 knots. And coastal waters forecast. Waters of Samari Island to Cape Vogel and Old Milimbe Islands, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters, rising to 2.5 meters at times along eastern Milimbe Islands. Waters of Finchafen through Vitius Strait to Siasi and Long Island, seas 1.5 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 to 3 meters at times. And waters of Medang to Wewak, Banimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 1.5 to 2 meters, rising to 2.5 meters at times along Medang to Wewak. And that ends another edition of TV1 News. Thanks for your company. Have a safe weekend. Good night.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by BSP, our bank, our people.